I also see it in small UAS, where you have small UAS that can't carry a lot of payload, and so to get a bigger bang for the buck with the payload. And so, absolutely, as a prior naval weapons system engineer, understand what we do at the labs and where that was created, and there's lots of capabilities like that we have within our labs that we need to continue to bring to the forefront, and we see the JETO office as sort of leading that charge for us.
That's great. Thank you for doing that. There's a lot of capability out there that happens at our labs, that happens at a lot of places where some great research is done, like DARPA and others. Unfortunately, it gets put on the shelf because they're not allowed to be advocates for their products, and they can't go out and actively find customers. We have to find a way to close that gap too, because I think if a lot of people out there in the combat space knew these things were available, they would be the biggest advocates to put them in their arsenal. So with that, I'll turn to my colleague, Mr. Norcross, for his questions. And with that, Mr. Norcross.
Thank you, Chairman. We've heard repeatedly the SecDef talk about sending the demand signals to the industry so that they can react appropriately in the relevance of time. So first question goes to you, Assistant Secretary Ingram. We've talked about the 100,000 round goal per month on the 155s. I believe you said we are still looking to make that goal. So A, for what period of time? Because it goes directly to the question of sending the signals. Great, 100,000, we made it 2 months and we're backing off. How long do you anticipate, in rough numbers, that 100,000 goal?
So that number from a U.S. perspective, right? Like I said, boom to bust is real, right? We are getting closer and closer to coming up to our tamers, to our sort of readiness numbers that we need back for 155 for conventional shells, right? But we're not there yet. We also know that there's still a demand from a number of our allies and partners that are out there, and so I do not see us backing off from that number for a few years yet.
Okay, good news. You mentioned the different parts for the 155s, and we talked about Mesquite as being the metal. Where is the choke point right now on the building of each shell? Is it the metal, the energetics? Where are we?
I'm going to let General Rhyme cover that. He's closer to the day-to-day operations of the shell.
Two areas. For the 100,000 number, early on metal parts,